how many things could A1 get wrong in one bathroom? Right, where to start? That's a tricky one. The bath probably is a good place to start. The bath used to be round the other way round, so the taps were here. And as I was leaving one day, they said, I've got a great idea, let's change the bath round so you won't get water on the taps. I said, is this a good idea? And both the plumber and the project manager said, yes, this is a good idea. So they did it. What we've now done is we've had to move this out a little bit because the original pipe came down and you're on the bendy bit of the bath. So my daughter managed to fall straight over, and we've not had a bath since December 2013, and now we are on the 26th of July 2014. So what they've done is they've made a complete dog's dinner of this, and as you can see they haven't done a fat lot about putting it all right even to now. So that was very, very unimpressive. The other bits that really irritate me is this bit here. Can you see that when they decorated they couldn't be bothered to fill that bit there? Also, once again, if you look under here, they didn't grout it. So if you get right underneath there, can you see all the way along here? They've not bothered to grout it, which is a bit useless. The toilet roll holder, no doubt you've all noticed that's upside down, but I wouldn't have said that was a professional finish. If you look on the lino, when they fitted the lino, they just cut a great big hole. Get close in and have a look at that, Georgie. Can you see the hole around the pipe? That's what their idea of a classy finish is. Also, I did ask them to fit, before they actually put the floor down, I asked them to fill this and they didn't. So what they've done is they've just left a hole that's there and just slapped a bit of lino on top of it. So that's fairly underwhelmed. That doesn't look like the greatest finish that I've ever seen neither. That's how they've left that. Also, if you look over here, what you'll see is that when they put the new basin in, they didn't bother to clean up behind. So what you've got there is you've just got, that's it, Georgie, thank you. You've just got rough edges. So that's how many things they managed to get wrong in one bathroom, except for the light. Can you see here the light's not straight? It's not flush to the ceiling. And once again, just for good measure, the same goes for the electric plug. And also the other light, the light bulb there is not flush to the ceiling. That's A1 for you in my bathroom. Hi, how many other things can A1 get wrong in a bathroom? This is the other bathroom they created in our new loft. You might start off by looking at the door handle. When they first did it, they put the door handle so close that you couldn't actually open the door with your right hand, you had to open it with your left hand. And then what they did is they also contracted to paint the doors, but when they changed the handles they couldn't be bothered to paint around the doors to make it all proper. So that was a bit useless before you start. Come on in. Once again, this is just general sort of poor workmanship there. Once again, as you can see, they've got no ability to understand a toilet roll holder. They have got this one the right way up, so that's a small thing that's quite useful. Just looking up here at the extractor fan that they put in. The extract fan, every time it rains, it comes down, the water cascades on the loo and then goes on the floor. They've had two goes at putting two different types in here and neither have worked. Every time it rains we get wet. Which takes us on to their best thing. If you look at the shower unit here, they said, how do you want it? I said, do you know how to do this? And they said, yes. So I said, okay, just do it properly. So what you really want to do in the mornings, you really want to go over here, switch it on while you get the cold bit of the shower before you start. Not. Yeah? So every time you go to shower, you've got to jump in, switch it on, stand back, wait until it warms up and then jumps back in again. As much as the tiles look fantastic, I mean this is just not particularly clever. They forgot to grout down the bottom of here. So for every time we had a shower for three weeks, they couldn't work out why it was and eventually realised they didn't put any grout on it. I'm not happy about the position. I asked them to move the shower over this way and they said they couldn't because of the light. Well, somehow you think if somebody's done 91 lofts before, they would know some of these things. So, you know, kind of, so they refuse to move this. They're now changing their minds a little bit. You don't really want to be going too far into the shower to get a cold shower before you start. The other bits that we found were particularly useless is, I think that's a really poor finish. They just couldn't be bothered to do it properly, which I thought was a really poor show. Once again, they've got no ability whatsoever to put on a straight light. And we also asked for them to put so the towel rail was connected to hot water, so that we didn't have the need to have the central heating on, so that we had warm, dry towels in the summer. They said, "Oh, that's not possible." Some other management people from A1 have now come along and they think it is possible. I think that's most of the kind of rubbishy or crappy finishes they've managed to do in here. Let's just have a look. Yeah, that's vaguely okay. Once again, if you just look here, please, can you see that? Once again, you know, just, have you got that? Yeah, just general poor finish. The other thing they seem to forgot to do was this. Can you see underneath here? Come down. Yeah, can you see once again they forgot? Normally you have a piece of wood on here. Either they didn't know or they just forgot. But they definitely were not particularly keen to put it right. Lastly, just so that we can look out the window, if you just pop out the window here and look there, please. Can you see that once again their outside work is not great neither? Can you see that this should have been hammered down and flat, and it hasn't been done properly? Okay, so here we are. Now we're in the new loft room that A1 created. If you just come this way, once again, I mean, like, you know, this is just fairly poor, really. Yeah, it's a poor finish, and once again over here we've got exactly the same issue. Yeah, it's not flush around the lights again. Once again there's a mark there. If you can just have a look at me, they didn't ask us where we were going to put furniture, so once again we've got a light that's directly above a wardrobe which we knew we were going to have. Just moving this way, that's not flush neither. If you come here, this is their idea of a classy finish. If you can have a really good look at that. You know, obviously it should be planed down so that it's not as awkward as this. I also just need to kind of show you this bit here in the... Oh, sorry, no, before I do that, can I just show you once again, this is their finish on the skylight. Can you see round there? I mean, just appalling, really. And if you can just walk with me, please. Once again, that's their finished electrical socket. Yeah, and if you can come with me again. Dan, switch that off. And once again, this is the skylight that was ordered in, we started off in October 2013, and here we are on the 26th of July 2014. The project manager has claimed that the one company has gone bust and the other one just don't make it anymore. It's just absolute nonsense. Okay, lastly, for this bit anyway, this is the cupboard that they adapted for us. If you can just have a look at this here. Yeah, can you see that they've just kind of, you know, it's just not flush. It's not square. This bit here is like you've got a great big gap here, nothing here. Yeah. The other bits to have a look at is if you just have a look where I am here. Can you just see in there? Can you see these little nails? Once again, they just don't have any attention to detail, so they just leave stuff like that for you to kind of rip your ankles open. These are the pop marks that came out when they were jumping around upstairs. Yeah. Nice. And as you can see, there's a few of them. I don't mind if they don't bother to paint it, but they could have just filled it since they were doing it, but never actually got round to it.